Then Job's 3 friends gave up trying to answer him, because he was so sure that he was innocent. But there was a young man there named Elihu, son of Barachel. He was a descendant of a man named Buz. Elihu was from the family of Ram. He became very angry because Job kept saying he was innocent, that he was right and God was wrong. Elihu was also angry with Job's 3 friends because they could not answer him, and yet they still considered him guilty of doing wrong. Elihu was the youngest one there, so he waited until everyone finished talking. But when he saw that Job's 3 friends had nothing more to say, his anger forced him to speak. So here's what Elihu, son of Barachel, the Buzite, said. I am only a young man, and you are all older. That is why I was afraid to tell you what I think. I thought to myself, older people should speak first. They have lived many years, so they have learned many things. But it is the Spirit in people, the breath from God All-Powerful, that makes them understand. Old men are not the only wise people. They're not the only ones who understand what is right. So please listen to me, and I will tell you what I think. I waited patiently while you men talked. I listened to the answers you gave as you searched for the right words. I listened carefully to what you said. Not one of you proved Job wrong. Not one of you answered his arguments. You men cannot say that you have found wisdom. The answer to Job's arguments must come from God, not people. Job was arguing with you, not me, so I will not use your arguments to answer him. Job, these men lost the argument. They don't have anything more to say. They don't have any more answers. I waited for them to answer you, but now they are quiet. They stand there with nothing more to say. So now I will give you my answer. Yes, I will tell you what I think. I have so much to say that I cannot hold it in. I feel like a jar of wine that has never been opened. I am like a new wineskin ready to burst. I must speak so that I will feel better. I must answer your arguments. I will treat you the same as I would treat anyone else. I will not praise you to win your favor. I cannot treat one person better than another. If I did, God, my Maker, would punish me. Now, Job, listen to me. Listen carefully to what I say. I'm ready to speak. My heart is honest, so my words are sincere. I will speak the truth about what I know. God's Spirit made me. My life comes from God All-Powerful. Listen to me and answer if you can. Get your arguments ready to face me. You and I are the same before God. He used clay to make us both. Don't be afraid of me. I will not be hard on you. But Job, I heard what you said. These were your very words. I am pure and innocent. I did nothing wrong. I'm not guilty. But God found an excuse to attack me. He treats me like an enemy. He put chains on my feet and watches everything I do. But you are wrong about this, and I will prove it to you. God knows more than any of us. You are arguing with God. Why do you think He should explain everything to you? But maybe God does explain what He does, but speaks in ways that people don't understand. He may speak in a dream or in a vision at night when people are in a deep sleep lying in their beds. He may whisper something in their ear, and they are frightened when they hear His warnings. God warns people to stop them from doing wrong and to keep them from becoming proud. He does this to save them from death. He wants to keep them from being destroyed. Or those who are sick in bed might be suffering punishment from God. The pain that makes their bones ache might be a warning from Him. They feel so bad they cannot eat. Even the best food makes them sick. Their bodies might waste away until they become thin and all their bones stick out. They might be close to death, their lives about to end. But maybe one of God's thousands of angels is watching over them to speak for them and tell about the good things they have done. Maybe the angel will be kind and say to God, "Save this one from the place of death. I have found a way to pay for his life." Then that person's body will become young and strong again. He will be as he was when he was young. He will pray and God will answer. He will worship God and shout with joy. He will again stand as right before God. He will tell everyone, "I sinned. I changed good into bad, but God didn't give me the punishment I deserved. God saved me from going down to the place of death. Now I can enjoy life again." God does all these things for people again and again. He wants them to be saved from death so that they can enjoy life. Job, pay attention and listen to me. Be quiet and let me talk. But if you have an answer, go ahead and speak. Tell me your argument. I would be happy to know that you are innocent. But if you have nothing to say, then listen to me. Be quiet, and I will teach you wisdom." Then Elihu continued his speech. "Listen to what I say, you wise men. Pay attention, you who know so much. Your tongue tastes the food it touches, and your ear tests the words it hears. So let us test these arguments and decide for ourselves what is right. Together we will learn what is good." Job says, "I'm innocent, and God is not being fair to me. I am right, but I am judged to be a liar. I have done no wrong, but I am badly hurt." Would anyone but Job say such things? He has more thirst for insulting God than for water. He is a friend of evil people. He likes to spend time with the wicked. I know this because he says you will gain nothing if you try to please God. You men can understand, so listen to me. God would never do what is evil. God all-powerful would never do wrong. He pays us back for what we have done. He gives us what we deserve. The truth is that God does no wrong. God all-powerful is always fair. No one chose God to be in charge of the earth. No one gave him responsibility for the whole world. If God decided to take away his spirit and the breath of life he gave us, then everything on earth would die. We would all become dust again. If you men are wise, you will listen to what I say. Can someone be a ruler if he hates justice? Job, God is not only powerful, but he is fair. Do you think you can judge him guilty? God is the one who says to kings, "You are worthless." He says to leaders, "You are evil." He does not respect leaders more than other people, and he does not respect the rich more than the poor. God made everyone. Any of us can die suddenly in the middle of the night. Anyone can get sick and pass away. Even powerful people die for no reason we can see. God watches what people do. He sees every step they take. There is no place dark enough for evil people to hide from God. God does not need to set a time for people to come before him and be judged. He does not have to ask questions when people do wrong, even if they are powerful leaders. He simply destroys them and chooses others to take their place. When he learns what people have done, he defeats them, and overnight they're gone. He will punish them for the evil they have done, and he will do it where everyone can see. He will do this because they rebelled against him and ignored what he wanted. They hurt the poor and made them cry to God for help, and he hears their cry. But if God decides not to help them, no one can judge him guilty. If he hides himself, no one can find him. He is the ruler over every person and nation. And if a ruler causes people to sin, God will remove him from power. But what if someone says to God, "I am guilty. I will not sin anymore"? What if that person says, "Show me the sins I am not able to see. If I have done wrong, I will not do it again"? Job, you want God to reward you, but you refuse to change. It is your decision, not mine. Tell me what you think. A wise person would listen to me. A wise person would say, "Job talks like an ignorant person. What he says doesn't make sense." I think Job should be punished even more because he answers us like someone who is evil. He adds rebellion to his other sins. He sits there insulting us and arguing with God.